this video, I thought I would do something a little different. This last week, I didn't even upload a video because I really went through a very difficult time. Because it felt like my brain was foggy. Like, I couldn't really see past the minutes, and it felt like I couldn't really see anything. I didn't know what day it was, what week it was, what time it was. And it just so happened that that week as well happened to be a very, like, moody week. The sun wasn't really out, so it worked quite well. But yeah, so as of Sunday, you know, things finally started to get back to normal. So I thought that today I will take you on a journey to spiritually cleanse my house, basically. Which is a nice fancy word of saying clean it. Okay, so before we start, I like to get my ingredients together. I've got my boiling water, and then I need a few ingredients to spiritually cleanse the house. So, what we need is good old thyme, rosemary, Himalayan salt, and I think I need lemon juice. Okay. Okay. I know you're gonna say this is like kind of weird, but I don't use a lot, and it just helps with being able to breathe deeply. So I should probably get eucalyptus oil. The same with these. I usually get the cheapest ones. I get them in like a box, but because I didn't go and do that, I'll have to use what I have. So this is what I got. Okay, so let me just check what they all mean, just in case I lie to you. Okay, so for our Himalayan salt, it helps absorb negative energy. Our thyme, which is that one, there we go. Our thyme is to help lift stagnant energy, so energy that refuses to leave, like stubborn energy. Rosemary is used to protect and strengthen our spirits, and lemon refreshes and brightens. It's also seen to be a symbol of renewal. And then eucalyptus helps with a complete reset. I think eucalyptus oil would probably work a bit better than the Vicks, but this is what I have. Sometimes you gotta use what you've got. So cool. So now we start with our mix. First, we need to get our mug, any kind of mug, as you can see. I'm a Libra. Cool. There we go. Stuff here. I think I need also a cloth. 1 second. Okay. Definitely something that we can reuse and throw away. So here we go. Then stuff it in like that to create a nice little hole. Cool. Now what I like to do whenever I do this is I like to think as I put these in to clear all the negative energy. Anything that's made me feel like down or sad or anything like that, I like to just contemplate that and then pour everything that I think into this cup, right? And as I do that, I imagine it sort of like creating a type of shield around my house. Okay. Let me do this one. This one's still closed. This is fine. Okay. After thyme, then we have rosemary. All done. Then we have our lemon juice. Squeeze quite a lot in it. I usually go for the cheapest lemon juice, and also if it's been around for some time and I haven't really used it, then this is what I use it for. And that way it also just doesn't go to waste. Okay. Oh, one last thing. We need an elastic to tie it. Got my little elastic over here. So now what we can do is we take the bits ends over here. Oh, sorry, before we do that, we first put it over like so, just to hold it in place. Then we pour our hot water. Take this cup, throw it in. Like, so we're going to do this a couple of times. It's essentially basically making like a tea, if you will. I think that's how I like to look at it. Very, very powerful and very, very potent tea. Although I don't know why, it seems different this time. Maybe I've done it wrong. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm just going to use what I've got. I think there was another way to do this actually. I'm going to now tie this into a ball. Essentially, we've got our makeshift molder and just pour it in there. What I like to do to add a little bit of extra stuff is add a lot more lemon juice, like so, in the water directly, and some Himalayan salt. Himalayan salt creates a kind of coarseness to it, so it also helps with collecting the negative energies into its crystals. See, not a lot, just enough. One. There we go. Then, for our final touch, tiny bit of Vicks. By tiny bit, I literally mean this amount. Okay. Now I know, like, the way I'm doing this, because like Vicks is very expensive and that kind of thing. Please, if you have eucalyptus oil, I highly recommend using that instead of this, because obviously this is for, you know, when you're sick, but it does kind of help to make the house smell fresher. So that's why I like to use it. Ow, that's hot. Okay, now we gotta cool it down a little bit. So let me get some cold water. Here we go. And now we're ready. We'll start with the wipe down ingredients. So follow me. Okay, so alright. So now that I have this, I just want to preference. I am not a professional when it comes to cleaning. In fact, I'm terrible at it, and it's not my favorite job in the whole wide world, okay? But, so if you are going to use this, then I would just suggest please be very careful on which kind of surfaces that you use it on. I usually try and stay away from anything that is fabric. I don't take that chance, you know what I mean? So I don't really use it on couches and that kind of thing. But what I will use it is on like windowsills, sometimes even the walls, and certain surfaces. Like I think I've used it on this like coffee table before, and glass coffee table. That seems to be fine because the lemon seems to help with that. But yeah, so I'm just preferencing that. Please be careful when you do use this. Right, final thing. Now, this is obviously optional. I like to do it. It makes me feel good. So maybe you can too. So what I like to do is, we're gonna turn on this for a second. Okay. So what I like to do is, while I'm cleaning, I like to put on a kind of vibrational video. The one that I have here that's really caught my eye is Awake Nation, and it's 963 Hertz house cleanse music. So that's the one I'll be using for now. And then what I do is, while that is playing, then I just meditate on all the things that I want to let go. Not just for the house, but for me as well. I don't know. This might seem maybe a bit hocusy for like a lot of people, but it's always made me feel good. And I really do believe that the moral of life is that if it makes you feel good, it does no harm, then it's good for you. Without further ado, let's begin.